Hello, Brett Campbell here, and today I want to talk about a topic on how you can remove and avoid negativity from your life forever. Imagine a life like that where you wake up and just everything that seems to happen is just happy and joy and there's just positivity everywhere. Now, of course, we've got the critics who will say, Brett, you can't live just a positive life all the time, and I get that, right? I get that. But imagine being present to the thought of looking at things from a positive standpoint. Imagine looking at that glass and it is half full, right? Instead of half empty. Imagine being able to look at the positive. So it's raining outside, for example. Imagine being able to look at that and go, wow, the earth is getting a shower today. The earth is getting what it needs so it can grow everything else that we need as individuals and human beings. But far too often, we look at these things and we go, oh, that's happened, oh no. And hey, look, I totally understand that the media outlets, the social media, it's just full of negativity these days. And it's almost it's very, very hard, I know that for a fact, it's very hard to avoid all of these negative happenings in the world. I heard Jim Rohn say, he was talking about, be the security guard of your own mind. Right? Imagine that, imagine having a security guard sitting in the front of your mind, letting someone come through, or letting a thought come through, or saying, no, you're a negative thought, you need to go away and go down the road to someone else's mind, because my mind is not going to allow that. So I want to take you through the 10x negativity filter. And it's just a really simple way on how you can stop and think about something. So whether it's a person, a thing, or a current circumstance in your life, I want you to decide, does this thing get to flourish? Or do you filter it away and no longer give it any energy, time, resources? Because what can happen is if you're giving time, energy, and resources to a negative thing, person, or circumstance, it's going to grow. Of course it's going to grow. You water a weed, the more water that a weed gets, the bigger the weed starts to grow. So we need to start thinking, how can we, as human beings, taking our own personal responsibility on board here, how can we start to think, and how can we start to remove, and even better, how do we avoid negativity? So not letting the negativity come into our life in the first place. Now we all start with, obviously we've got a lot of baggage, right? There's a lot of things that's happened to us in our lives, and there are those old limiting beliefs, old roadblocks that we currently have. But this 10x negativity filter is what I'm going to take you through right now is I want you to think about a person, things, or any circumstances currently in your life that you can actually do this on. So imagine a sheet of paper. I want you to draw a line down the middle of the piece of paper, and on one side we're going to have topics of sadness, anger, fear. On the other side, we're going to have topics of happy, excited, love, and peace. Now, I just want you to think about all the things in your life and ask yourself, does this thing bring me sadness? Does this person make me angry? Does this person bring fear up within inside myself? So am I scared of this person? Or does this person make me happy, excited? Do they bring love into my world, and do they help me be at a sense of peace? Okay, so I want you to go through the two columns. Just want you to jot out things in your life, whether it's people, go through your entire family. Go through your entire family. That could be a dangerous exercise, but go through your entire family, your friends, your network, current work circumstances, maybe your job. Does your job make you sad? Does it make you angry? Or is it evoking a happy and excited process? Because before we can start to remove any negative beliefs, patterns in our life, we need to identify what they actually are. Okay, but I want to take you through 3 questions, and this is the 3 yes rule. You must answer yes to each of these questions. If they don't, I don't even entertain the thought or the idea for me moving forward. So the first question that I ask as I go, does my gut feel? Does my intuition feel that this is right? So for example, if it's a person, let's just use a person. Let's say I've just met a new person. I ask myself, does my gut feel, my intuition feel that this person could be right for me in my life? Or did they just do something that is against my values? And as a kid, I can use this as an example. As a kid, when I was growing up in an area that, it was a fairly low socioeconomic area. There was a lot of crime and just not the best place to be growing up in. However, preface that by saying I love my childhood, but there was a lot of kids that I If I had this tool, the thinking tool back then, it would have helped me out a lot more. But I never, even at an early age, you do have the intuition, you have a gut feel. So I knew if that kid there was not right, like I just felt something wasn't right about it. So that's the first sign. Does your gut feel or your intuition feel that this situation is right? The next thing is, will this thing, person, clearly help me on my overall journey? So was that kid that I was going to hang out with, were they going to help me succeed in life, or were they going to put me in a jail cell for the night, you know, because we've just done something bad and I've just succumbed into peer pressure? And even as an adult, we still succumb to peer pressure at times. So something to really think about. So first thing, does my gut and my intuition feel that this is right? Second question is, will this person, thing, circumstance help me on my overall journey? And the third question that you must say yes to is, will it bring me more energy and excitement on a daily basis? Now, you know those people in your life that you're just excited to see, you're excited to hang out with them, you know, you've got to catch up with them on Wednesday afternoon or something like that, and you just can't wait for that to happen. Those are the type of people that you want in your life, okay? Projects, you know when you've got a project on and it gets you excited, or you don't want to actually, you can't stand the thought that this thing's about to happen. You need to decide, where does that fall in your negativity filter? Does it make you sad, angry, fearful, or does it make you happy, excited? Do you feel love? Do you feel peace in those particular areas? So those are 3 questions. I really want you to think about this. Pick something right now in your life. Go, I'll give you a second. Got it? Excellent. Pick something. Does your gut feel? Like, do you feel from your inner core? You know intuition, it's just a feeling, right? It's just something that happens. You know if it feels right or not. And will this clearly help you on your overall journey? And will it bring you more energy and excitement on a daily basis? You know those people that just drain you of energy, right? You just can't stand to have in your life because they see the glass half empty. There's always an excuse, there's always a problem. Instead of looking at life from the solution standpoint, right? Just imagine that. Imagine being able to be present. The next time something comes into your mind and you're like, what's the good that could come from this? Right? Or you start asking those 3 questions. And for me, obviously I've created this framework, those 3 questions are ingrained in me, so it just comes straight away. Does my intuition feel that this is right? Yep. Will it clearly help me on my overall journey? And you need to know what your overall journey is, and if you don't, then I'd rely back on to more of the intuition and the gut feel, because overall at the end of the day, you know deep down if something feels right. I mean, think of something in your life where something didn't work out. You may have had an inclination that was actually going to happen, but for some reason you just wanted to hang on to the hope that was attached to that. So I want to leave you with that, the 10x negativity filter and the 3 yes rule. Okay, does this thing, personal circumstance, get to flourish in your world? Or do you filter it, forget it, and let the security guard that's at the front gate of your mind do the rest? So until the next video, I'm Brett Campbell. Go out there, live with intention, love with passion, and never give up on your dreams.